Episode 3 of Baked with Intention is here. I really wanted to try to post every Monday, but I don't think I'm alone in that whole life has been lifing off the card lately, so here we are. So this is actually something I have not made in a very long time, and it's not even the same version of it. But this is homemade granola. And yes, it is super green. That being said, you don't have to do that. Every episode I'm going to remind you. You don't have to do what I am doing with the super green. You can do it on your own. I just want to teach the recipes. So, it is awesome. And stay at home mom life be like. Alrighty, here we go. 2 cups of rolled oats. Doesn't have to be fancy. Doesn't have to be expensive. Just regular old plain rolled oats. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Roughly 3/4 of a cup of crushed up nuts. These, for me, what I am using, what I have, this is toasted coconut cashews, all crushed up. And you are going to use a pinch or 2, so 2, maybe 3 dashes tops of cinnamon. Take your oil of choice, and it's 2 tablespoons, so roughly a tablespoon. It's preheated. You're going to preheat to 325, by the way. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot that. Bad Rachel. Anyway. Spatula. Just get it all combined. So when it is about combined, it's going to look kind of like this. And then you're going to spread it over. I'm using parchment paper, wax paper, whatever works for you. 325, prepared sheet. Spread it out thinly. About 25 minutes, 30 minutes. You want golden brown, and your whole house is going to smell amazing. Prepared pan, preheating oven. Just kind of spread it out as evenly as you can. I am not using a big enough pan for this, but I actually prefer to use glass. So. That's pretty much it. And you just pop it in. Again, about 25 minutes. Okay, timer just went off. It's time to pull it out. And it smells so good, you guys have no idea. And while that is cooling off, I had mentioned that I wanted to talk about how to go about rewriting or just rethinking a recipe to make room for a super green infusion, however you want to make it extra. The simplest way is just to literally take whatever oil or fat that the recipe requires. Let's say it asks for 2 to 4 tablespoons of oil or bacon fat or Crisco shortening. I mean, you can literally do this for any type of fat or oil. And just replace it with your infused stuff. I really want to try to do an episode where I show you how to make super green infused bacon fat. Bacon fat happens to be one of my favorite things to use as a fat. I'm aware there's a lot of people who think that, using oils, coconut oil, canola, all of that is super bad for you. I I've been through bariatrics. I've been through a million diet programs since I was a teenager. I got threatened with fat camp a couple times. And it's not about using fats. It's about knowing how to use your fats. If you can substitute let's say a recipe calls for half a cup of oil. Use a quarter cup of oil and a quarter cup of applesauce or chia seeds that have been constituted with water, so it's like that really goopy pudding consistency. You can still use fats, but you have to be mindful of how you do it. Same thing with anything super green. Just because I make all these recipes that are infused doesn't mean that I'm constantly high out of my mind. Am I buzzing a little bit? Sometimes. Depends on what it is. But it's just kind of one of those things where I want you to know that it's okay to use ingredients that some other people, whether they're on the internet or on TV or even they're your doctor, unless it's a very specific health need, like you have type 2 diabetes, extremely high cholesterol, you just had bypass surgery, then yes, I do expect you to, think outside and using oils all the time. But even then, complete denial of something that you like, whether it be oils, whether it be a bowl of ice cream, doesn't actually do anything. So, after that little random TED Talk on the subject, just remember that there are numerous ways to adjust recipes, whether it's for a health reason, you want the super green effect, fly. Or you've got a whole bunch of people coming and you have to rewrite your recipe 3 or 4 times what it usually is. Everything is doable. So now, I'm going to show you how I eat this stuff. And just because it's easier than holding it up while I talk to the camera, I'm just going to show you this. Take your favorite yogurt. I am a vanilla grape yogurt, H-O-R-E. So, stir that up. I'm one of those weird people, I can't just dig into my yogurt with the stuff on top. I have to stir it. I absolutely freaking have to. So, let's go with a regular size that I would eat as a snack. About a little over a cup. Yeah. Homemade granola deliciousness. Probably didn't need that much. If I made this with chocolate chips and less brown sugar and cinnamon, I would throw this in yogurt that has PB2. This stuff. Yeah. A little bit of that if I made this like chocolate chip s'more style. I really should do that. Anyway. Stay intentional, stay elevated, but always stay fed.